We have to pull that out.
I will.
Hi, could you state your name, please?
Joshua Sewer.
All right, this is State of Michigan versus Joshua Larry Wait. How do you say your middle name?
Larry Wanye.
Wayne is how you pronounce that?
Wanye.
Larry Wayne Sawyer, Washoe County Sheriff's Department, report number 2333731. Oh, I guess I do have a case number. It is 23FB1014. I will appoint your office, Ms. Yankee. Go ahead when you're ready.
Thank you. Assistant Public Defender Kelly Yankee appearing on behalf of Mr. Sawyer today. Could you please read the complaint for us, Your Honor?
Complaint in this matter states that between the dates of January 13th, 2023 and January 14th, 2023, at Boulevard Apartment A505, defendant is accused in count 1 of unlawful imprisonment, knowingly restraining in order to facilitate the commission of assault with great bodily harm or assault by strangulation. This is a felony with a maximum penalty of 15 years and or $20,000. Count 2 is a charge of assault by strangulation. That's a felony. Again, with Ms. Thomas as the alleged victim, this is a felony with a maximum of 10 years and or $5,000. Count 3 is a charge of interfering with electronic communications, causing injury. This is a felony with a maximum of 4 years and or $5,000. And count 4 and count 5 are each a charge of aggravated domestic violence. Each of those is a misdemeanor with a maximum of 1 year and or $1,000. And again, Ms. is the victim, alleged victim on all of these.
Thank you, Your Honor. We stand mute to these charges.
Hey, Mr. Dowd, I took the testimony, I've read the bond form. Go ahead when you're ready.
If you don't have any additional questions, I'm going to stand by the bond form. You know, she did have also a bruise on her right eye, a massive bruise on her left arm from this encounter. And my big concern here is he was on parole for similar type of crimes. I did not have a chance to see whether it was the same victim. I don't believe so, because they've only been dating since August of 2022. So
There's another address listed for the no-go to, something on Brookwood. Do we know what that is?
I think that's her work. No, it can't be her
Okay.
work. Yeah, the police officers marked that. I did not know what that was. So
And they didn't say anything to me about it when I was taking the testimony, so I don't know what that is either.
So yeah.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Yankee. The request is for a cash component due to the violent nature of the incident, as well as the being the parole situation.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're going to ask for a low cash bond. Being in the parole situation, he does have a parolee hold now. So we would like to ask for a low cash bond. We went over possible bond conditions the court may place on him. He has no issue with the no contact and the no go to for the addresses. He informed me he does not have a medical marijuana card nor any firearms. He does not have to travel out of state anytime soon. I didn't see any other cases open at the moment for him. And for the parolee hold, for the charge, it was a home invasion charge. He informed me, and it was not the same victim.
I don't have his criminal history here, so I don't know anything about that other case. A home invasion is not the same kind of violent felonies, but it does speak to, I guess I need you to run his criminal history. Paul.
Your Honor, on April 2017, he was convicted. He pled guilty to assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder or by strangulation.
Is that what he's still on parole for?
I am not sure because I couldn't verify that. But he was given 23 months to 10 years on that.
Okay, so in 2017, he was convicted of a violent felony.
Yeah, and then he had an unlawful imprisonment that was dismissed on that same case. 2 counts of that was dismissed.
Okay,
Then he had 2019, he has same again, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder, strangulation.
is that a conviction?
Yeah. DV
And that,
aggravated was also that same conviction on that same case, but it doesn't show me the sentence on there. And that's why I assumed it was the prison sentence for, because he also has another 2019 case, which he got 3 years to 10 months for assault with great bodily harm less than murder, which he pled no contest to.
why isn't your office seeking to have bond denied on this file?
I mean, I would seek that. I didn't think I could get that because it's a 15-year felony.
Yeah, I think that that's why I'm printing his criminal history, because
I
it
would ask
sounds
for
to
that,
me,
but I thought because it was a 15-year felony, it's not a capital case. I couldn't ask for the no bond.
well, if he's on probation or parole for a violent felony, and he's accused of another violent felony, that is part of that court rule.
Okay.
I'll hear from Miss Yankee if there's anything else she wants to say, though, and while I'm waiting for the criminal history.
Yes, sir. I mean, he is on parole hold, so he wouldn't be going anywhere at the moment. So we would just still like to ask for the low cash bond so we could still get credit for time served.
So this is what we're talking about under Michigan Court Rule 6.106 regarding pretrial release. The court may deny pretrial release to a defendant that is charged with committing a violent felony, and at the time of the commission of the violent felony, the defendant was on probation, parole, or release pending trial for another violent felony, or during the 15 years preceding the commission of this felony, the defendant has been convicted of 2 or more violent felonies under the law of the state or similar laws of the United States or another state arising out of separate incidents. If the court finds that proof of the defendant's guilt is evident or the presumption is great. So,
given that, Your Honor, I would amend my request to no bond.
yeah, I'm going to deny bond on this file. So, Mr. Sawyer, there are very limited circumstances where the court is permitted to deny bonds. The presumption is usually that a person can have a financial bond in order to be able to potentially post that and leave the jail. Generally speaking, the policy of this court is that when bond can be denied, bond is denied, because the intention of the Michigan legislature is clear that that is such a small number of cases that there's been a decision that those are situations where a person is kind of de facto determined to be violent and dangerous. So your particular situation, as I just read the court rule, appears to fit within that statute. So I am going to deny bond in this case, finding not only that the statute applies, but that there's a danger to Ms. Thomas. While you're on bond, you're not to have any contact with Ms. Do not go to her address on Lakeshore Boulevard. Do not go to any other place where she works or might be staying with her family members. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs, no firearms, weapons, or ammunition while you're on bond. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. No criminal behavior, no assaultive behavior while you're on bond. Do you have any questions about the bond? Okay, the court date will be January 26th. That will be approximately 9 a.m. over Zoom. Before you go, though, I just want to verify for myself that we're correct on the situation. Okay, so pled guilty in 2019 to assault with intent to do great bodily harm by strangulation, and all
Dog, can y'all just speed this up, man, so I can go? Y'all already said what y'all said, bro. Let me go. Y'all denied my bond. I'm not trying to hear
I'm gonna
nothing.
advise you not to say anything else right now.
I just want to verify for
Dog, we
myself.
verified it. Everything is verified, dog. We did all that stuff. Let me go, man. Like,
Fine.
dog,
See ya. Get out.
bye. Talking about.
Okay, so I'm looking at just to make the record perfectly clear for Mr. Sawyer. Since I didn't have this in front of me when I was speaking to him, I just want to put this on here correctly. He had a 10-year sentence. He's on probation for the assaultive charge from a conviction in 2019. So that puts him back within the court rule. I just wanted to make sure that that was accurate.
Thank you for
Okay.
checking your
Thank
honor.
you.
Appreciate it.